1, 2, and one more. Oh, I got 2 more. Past energy, we have the 5 of Wands. Current energy is the Chariot reversed. And then in our future, we have the 2 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Interesting energy going on here. Okay, so I've been seeing this type of past energy showing up in the last few readings where there's an energy in our past that's currently affecting or blocking our present. And I've had the reversed tarot card in the present position in a few of the readings I've done lately. So it's an interesting dynamic we have here. And then this future is showing me that there's a crossroads. However, with this clarifying card that came out, we definitely have this positive piece. So let's start here in the past. The 5 of Wands is all about conflict. As you can see, we have these 5 people fighting with their 5 wands. The wands symbolize passion, determination, fire, this bold energy. And in this card, we have this conflict, this argument, this fight, this physical fight happening. Now, this can show up in your past as a time that you felt as if you had to fight to be seen or fight to be heard. And this could be literally or figuratively speaking. You have felt that you couldn't get where you needed to go without putting up a fight. And this is something that's happened in your past. And a lot of the times we're told to move on from our past, to leave the past behind, to let it go so that you can live a better life. The way I like to read the past cards is that this is an energy that's coming back up full circle for you. It may be something you thought you healed, but you're coming back around to it. And it's actually going to help you. You're being asked to lean on this energy from the past. Not necessarily to let it go, but to remember what you've been through in order to progress. So instead of being told, let's move on from your past, just forget about it, I'm getting the idea here that you're actually being asked to remember something. What is it that you've done in your past that you had to fight in order to achieve, in order to be seen or to be heard? The energy I'm feeling is like this feeling of unabashed vulnerability, a place where you had hit rock bottom and then pulled yourself back up, perhaps in a fight, but you were able to prove to yourself that you deserve to be here. And this energy in the past is something that's coming back up right now. And in the present, this is so funny because I wouldn't typically read it in this way, but it's coming out this way. I'm actually getting this feeling that the fight you had in the past, this drive, I'm going to say, this determination, and it could have been a conflict. It could have been something that didn't sit well with everybody. But what it took for you to get through, whether it was your childhood or a past relationship, that integrity is what I'm hearing. What it took for you to get through that is now needed to flip, to unblock this Chariot energy. And the Chariot is all about movement and flow and balance and trusting in the universe and trusting in your divine mission that you are on your way to greatness. So in other words, you are being told right now that in this present time, you are capable of moving toward your goals in such a great public way. You know, this parade, this recognition, but you're blocking it right now. Something in your life is blocking you from moving forward. I need to clarify, what is it that's blocking you? Because it's not your past. And typically I would read it as the past is what's blocking you, the conflict in the past, but it's not. What's coming through right now is that the fight and determination you had in the past is what's going to help you unblock the Chariot. So what is blocking the collective? What is causing the collective to think that, I'm hearing that they're unworthy, that they can't move forward. What is keeping the collective from moving forward right now? Okay. The Hanged Man is all about having this perspective shift. So the Hanged Man has hung himself upside down so that he can see the problem in a different way. And the question I asked was, what is blocking the collective from thinking they can move forward? And I'm getting the energy here that it's because you may be unwilling to see something for what it is, I'm hearing. So perhaps you're unwilling to see that you're capable. Perhaps you're unwilling to look outside the box and see that really what it is you want is on your path. It's right ahead of you. And if you use this fight and determination that you've had to in the past, if you lean on that energy, you can flip this chariot around and move forward. But it is going to take that perspective shift. And now going over into your future, the Two of Swords is all about being at a crossroads and being under this illusion of the moon, this darker night. She's blocked herself off from her emotions that are running behind her, this water, and she's blindfolded. But the thing is, with the person on this card, she can take one of these swords and cut the blindfold off and see clearly. So it's really playing off this Hanged Man in his perspective shift. If you can shift your perspective about something, that blindfold will fall off. You will be able to see clearly. And once you do see clearly, you've got the wands again. I mean, this is the enlightened version of the Five of Wands. This is the evolved mother version, the person who gets it. And she's happy. She's holding the sunflower. She's in touch with her intuitive self. She has her black cat here. She's holding the wand, that ambition, that drive, that determination. All right. Any more clarifying cards? Okay. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. So again, this is charging into action. This is having the clarity, the wherewithal, the understanding, the ambition, but it's blocked. So this goes along with our Chariot. So we're not moving, and we need to move. Why? What is causing this stall? I'm hearing that the collective is not feeling worthy of moving forward. And this just came out in another reading that I did on the new moon. Like this idea that they're undeserving. Even though they have it in them, they have the fight and the drive within them, you know, from their past and in their future. This middle ground, this present day, they're not feeling it. And there does need to be a perspective shift. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is Six of Wands. So you have these wands showing up again. And this is being publicly recognized, celebrated for all that you are capable of. This is a beautiful card to receive. It's interesting, though, here in the back of this card, there is one face that does show a bit of jealousy or contempt toward the person on the horse. So perhaps, interesting, perhaps this is going back to something in the past. Were you... This is making me wonder if something in your past with a relationship, you know, family, friendship, partner, was very charged in conflict. And now, because of this past, you are feeling blocked. You're feeling like you can't move on, because if you do move on, you're going to make it. You're going to end up being something. I'm hearing Master of the Wands. You're going to end up being something. And that scares you. I think you're afraid of being great. I think that's why you're blocking the movement. You're on the path. You're already there. And you're being asked to shift this perspective because you need to be great. You're allowed to be great. You deserve to be great. That's the crossroads here. It's like you're blocking yourself in order to to keep someone else's feelings. You don't want to hurt this person, even if you think you do, even if you're like, oh, I don't care, I tried. It's almost like there's a part of you that still doesn't want to shine too brightly. Let's see if there's anything else. Any other cards that can help make more sense of this? Okay, we have the King of Cups. He's like the master of emotions here. Queen of Wands, the King of Cups. I'm hearing this ruler of emotions. I wonder, this is almost coming out as an authority figure for me. Is there somebody that you're afraid of being better than? I mean, there's this Queen of Wands and King of Cups here. Almost this dueling energy that I'm picking up on. And this could be male or female, right? So in tarot, there's no gender. We all have masculine and feminine energies. But I am getting this idea that you're up against someone else who's perhaps feeling their greatness and diminishing yours. And maybe over the years, you've just downplayed yourself. Even though you had this conflict and this fight and this drive in the beginning, in your past, it's like now it's coming back. And this person is keeping you from thinking you can move forward. They're essentially blocking you. And if you can find a new way of looking at the situation and letting it go and breaking through this illusion, I don't know if they're like, oh, wow. Okay, so I'm hearing gaslighting. I don't know. For some of you, this could be a relationship that's a bit toxic. And again, this could be a partner, a friendship, family. I feel like there's this sense of you being told that you are not good enough, even though a part of you knows that you are, and you've fought the fight and you've walked the walk. You've done the stuff you need to do, but there's some energy here that's saying you can't, and you're believing them because you're blinded. It's like you're not tuned into your intuition, your emotions. You block them off. And as we said, you're being asked to find a new perspective, to get away from this mindset, to shift away from what that person's telling you. And then we have, because when you do, you will be celebrated. Even if people aren't happy about it, that's not going to matter, because you're sitting on your throne here and you are happy and you are intuitive. This cat is bringing us back to the idea that you're in tune with your higher being, your higher sense. All right, I'm hearing pull one more card. There is a heavy energy here, but I see it, meaning it's not going to be easy. But perhaps this is confirming for you. Yes. Yeah. Okay. The Six of Pentacles. This is all about having so much abundance that you can be generous with others. So the Six of Wands here, you're being celebrated. And although not everyone will love it, that's their problem. That's not your problem, because what you're going to do with your newfound abundance, with your newfound creativity and growth, you're going to give back. And so this one person here, they're not going to matter. Not anymore. All right, let's pull an oracle card from my Moonology deck. I just did a new moon, black moon reading. So if you're watching these around that time, you can check that out. What is it the collective needs to know right now? Okay, the advice here is time to breathe out. Yeah, I'm really hearing that whoever this person is for you, and in some cases, this could be an aspect of yourself, but they're making you feel like you have to hold your breath around them and that you can't be yourself. And I do get the sense that it's something that you've battled for a long time, something from your past. And you fought this good fight and you got through it, but it's circling back. And now it's getting in your way again and it's blocking this movement. But this take time to breathe out brings us back to the idea of taking time for yourself, getting away from whatever's being told to you. That's an illusion, that's holding you back, that's blindfolding you, in order to step up and receive your abundance and be the queen that you are, male or female. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this helps. If this does resonate, please comment below. Let me know you're here. And if you're interested in learning to read the tarot for yourself, I do offer a free self-paced course over on YouTube. And I do post some of them on TikTok and Instagram as well. I have a workbook available on Amazon to follow along with, but you don't need it in order to do the course. You can do it with any notebook you have on hand. All right, guys, I hope this helped. And I hope to see you in the next one.